Storekeeper is kind of job in provision department that has responsibility to maintaining storeroom, like arranging item, cleaning room, and check expiration date, counts physical product in storeroom, and make sure physical product and system product are balanced. Prepare all product that we'll use for each galley. We need to pay attention to the expiration date and spoilage. Before we prepare product to galley, we need to check gradually the item. If we find spoil item, we need to report our supervisor before we throw the item. We do offloading every embarkation day, and we do inventory every weeks. Kinda knowledge about storekeeper. In general, a storekeeper is a person who is fully responsible for ensuring smooth operation in the storage and distribution of stock item from the warehouse. A storekeeper must maintain communication with the admin of specific section to ensure that all stock is placed in the appropriate section. The responsibility of a storekeeper include create packing list for stock item in the customer warehouse, receiving document from the admin of a specific department and processing the packing and release of goods, storing item in the appropriate location using FIFO first in first out method, after counting and checking, organizing and arranging stock on shelves or rack to ensure everything remains tidy and clean, reporting low stock levels to avoid stockouts, labeling item names and barcodes in specific storage area on a weekly basis, report damage and problematic stock item to the admin of specific section. While duties, storekeeper must coordinate with the admin department to prevent the accumulation of goods in the storage area, which may lead to overstocking. Fast-moving stock, especially item used for order, must be monitored so that there is always stock. After counting, all such items should be immediately stored in their respective storeroom, according to product type to facilitate easier monitoring and packaging process. Storekeeper duties in hotel, ensuring that the quantity of received goods meet the required standard before storage. Checking for any damage or defects in the goods before storing them. Check the quantity of fresh goods and perishable goods before storing item. Check the quantity of all goods received according to the purchase order. Delivery note before being stored. Storing item according SOP. Recording incoming and outgoing item on inventory card. Maintains the expiration date of exiting goods at the standard level supplies. Maintains the cleanliness of the warehouse. Periodically recalculate the goods according to the card. Conduct a physical inventory counts. Being firm and consistent in implementing accounting system and storage procedure. Must always communicate with supervisor. Building and maintaining good relationship with suppliers. About quality control. Ensure that all received product quality meets the company standard. A tool for moving or transporting goods is pallet jack or hand pallet. What is provision utility? Provision utility has to keep clean all provision area in accordance with the company and USPH rules. Further, he or she has to support and assist the provision master. Kind of provision area. There are food and beverage including vegetable storeroom, fruit storeroom, dry storeroom, dairy storeroom, ice cream room, frozen room, bar storeroom. Kind of temperature and storeroom for storing goods in provision area. Dry room is storeroom to keep dry product. For example, tea, coffee, noodles, chips, seasoning, cereal, flour, cooking oil, peanuts, rice, and the temperature is 15 degrees Celsius until 20 degrees Celsius. Vegetable room is storeroom to keep vegetable like a cabbage, lettuce, cucumbers, onion, carrot, broccoli, cauliflower, and the temperature is 0 degrees until 5 degrees Celsius. Fruit room is storeroom to keep fruit like a avocado, bananas, apples, grapes, pineapple, strawberry, and the temperature is 0 degrees until 5 degrees Celsius. Dairy room is storeroom to keep milk, eggs, cheese, yogurt, chocolate, cream cheese, and the temperature is 0 degrees until 5 degrees Celsius. Frozen room is storeroom to keep frozen item, like a meat and seafood. Meat room used to keep beef, pork, chicken, lamb, sausage, bacon, and the temperature should be maintained between minus 23 degrees Celsius and minus 18 degrees Celsius. Seafood room used to keep salmon, lobster, scallop, tuna, squid, shrimp, crab, and the temperature is minus 18 degrees Celsius. Ice cream room used to keep ice cream and ice block, and the temperature is minus 10 degrees until minus 20 degrees Celsius. Cells room or bar room used to keep kind of wine, kind of alcohol drink, and soda, and the temperature is 15 degrees Celsius until 20 degrees Celsius. Chemical room is storeroom for storing chemical, and the temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. How to loading product. Prepare my checklist. Separate the product by weight the product. If the product is under 27 kilograms, I am lift by myself, and if the product is above 27 kilograms, I have to asking my partner or use hand pallet to moving that. Before I lift the product, I have to refers to the procedure to avoid the risk. How to move something heavy by yourself. I have to get as close to the load as possible. Keep my elbows and arms close to my body. Keep my back straight during the lift by tightening the stomach muscles. Bending at the knees, keeping the load close and centered in front of me and looking up and ahead. How to loading the chemical. Check the label follow. MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheet. Separate the chemical according the label. Check the condition chemical. MSDS. This is data to describe how handling chemical. How to handle chemical. Wear PPE. Check the label. Follow MSDS special rules. Separate the chemical according the label. Don't mix the chemical before check the label. How to safe lifting. Get close with the object. Bend at our knees and hips. Lift slowly and smoothly. Lift with leg muscles. And make sure keeping the object close to our body and avoid twist our body while lifting heavy load. The storekeeper responsibility. Maintains dry, refrigerated stores and provision or storeroom. Help cook to make sure efficient food service for guest and crew. Take care of all stores arriving from shoreside and is responsible for the proper and safe storage of all goods. Distributes all product in accordance with written order to the sub-department. Responsible for storing all product in the right place and control quantity received. Clean and sanitize the whole galley, fridge, freezer, dry goods store, including floors and step and elevator. Internal distribution of goods. Follow the internal requisitioning procedure and distributes all goods according to the established delivery schedule. Make sure that all requisitioning are signed by the authorized staff and notifies the correct person when requirements cannot be met. Basic rule. IFO first in first out. Wearing PPE. Storage area to be keep clean. Refrigerated storage for short-term holding. Freezer storage for long-term holding. Dry storage for longer holding of dry goods.